Hi beautiful friends, welcome back to my channel, The Spiritual Life of Jacqueline Rose. I started this channel several years ago to share my spiritual awakening, and today my mission is to teach people about their mind, how to reprogram their mind, and to have a better connection with the world around them. So one of the questions that I get asked the most is this my ego or is this my intuition? Which means that you are having a spiritual experience already, even if you're just asking this question. To know the difference between the intuition or the ego, it's a feeling that you have inside. One is going to be anxious and one is going to be calm. So first question, what is the ego? So the ego is my jam. I love teaching people about the ego. So what the ego is the programming from your subconscious that is negative. And so it's the negative narration that you have in your head that you may think is you, but really what this is a program coming from your subconscious, and it's a negative program, and it's either negative about yourself or it's negative about the world or people around you. So it's important to be aware of the ego, but it's also very important to not be led by the ego. You need to be able to be aware that you have an ego inside your head narrating negative circumstances about people and stories about your life and yourself. But that does not mean you want to be led by that, because what happens is when you're led by that negative voice, it keeps you in the cycle of the same decisions and situations. The ego for me always comes with anxiety and a story of the future and a story of the past. It is not present. Intuition is a present moment feeling, and the ego is always saying, if you do this, you'll get here, or if you don't do this, you're gonna die, or something bad's gonna happen. If that's what's going on in your head, that is not intuition. Intuition is like spirit. It's like love. It's like guidance. Ego is going to tell you that something bad is going to happen if you don't listen to it, because people will perceive something about you. If there's a situation in your life and you are constantly going over the story in your head about how you're right, then that's most likely the ego. What is the intuition? Well, the intuition to me feels very peaceful and loving, and it's knowing something or being led by some reason. You're not really understanding why you know what you know, but you have this peaceful feeling to do the next step. There's a situation that is coming up in your life and you are confronting it and being like, how can I confront this with love, where whoever I'm talking to can have the best outcome, but I also can speak my truth. That would be most likely the intuition. One of the best tips that I give most of my clients when I'm teaching them about intuition or how to be led by spirit is just ask for what you want. If you believe, for instance, I am a QHHT, past life regressionist, and before I took this course, because I had no interest in wanting to become a past life regressionist, it landed on my lap. And I asked the universe or spirit or my intuition or God to lead me, and I asked for something specific. I said, in 24 hours, I want to hear the word hypnosis if this is the direction that I'm supposed to go in. In the next 24 hours, I was at a meeting and a woman leaned across the table and said that she does this in her hypnosis. And I said to her, did you say hypnosis? Have you heard of QHHT? And she said, yes, this is the past life regression that I'm trained in. So I knew that I was being led by the intuition to put me in a position that I had never even thought about. So if you want to be led by your intuition, check on that feeling that you have. Does it feel peaceful? Does it feel good? Does it feel loving? And then ask exactly for what you need to see to be able to make those decisions. And if you're repeating negative stories in your head over and over again, most likely that's the ego trying to keep you safe in the same familiar situation. You would think being led by your intuition and being led by love is so easy, but if it was so easy, everybody would do it. It is not easy. It is a mind training. It is awareness that what is actually going on right now. Am I anxious? Am I repeating, future scenarios or past scenarios? You have to be aware of that and then not give energy to those scenarios and go, okay, when I usually did ... this was my outcome. So now I need my intuition to lead me. So I'm going to try to do something completely different and do it with love. You would think that that would be an easy thing, but it is not. And I have been training other people to do this for 5 years. But once you are able to know the difference between these two thought systems and then put in practice every day, to be led by the thought system of love and intuition, then your life will totally change. This one method and awareness will completely uproot the foundation of your life, and you can start playing the game of life like you never did before. So I hope you got something out of this video. It's been a while since I've been on YouTube, but this is my passion, is teaching about the mind matrix, and how to break free from it. So I hope that it helped you along on your journey, and thank you for being here.